Good morning, guys. I was not going to film today, I guess, because I just wasn't feeling like it. But I also kind of sort of made a subconscious goal, I guess, to vlog maybe like once a week, do something art related. Admittedly, it is like April and I am still not in a good routine like I had hoped. I'd hoped that when we had moved here, I'd be able to get back into my artist routine. Are you gonna bark? You are. You're gonna bark the whole time. I thought I could get back into like my old routine and just pick up where I left, but in a new place. And it has honestly just kind of been a little bit of a struggle. I still haven't found a good rhythm, but I have been doing a little bit of art recently, even though it feels like I haven't. But I'm not leaving the house today. I'm not doing anything today. I'm gonna try and paint a little bit. I'm currently waiting for a neighbor to come and mow my lawn for me. So bless my lawn journey. So if you guys remember, I was trying to fill my lawn up with grass because it was all stickers. So I have successfully kind of grown grass on the dirt lot side of my yard. That looks pretty green, but then I've accidentally killed the side that's actually supposed to be grass over there. All of that is dead and weeds. We did buy a what do you call it? A lawnmower. I don't do lawn work. I can't even remember the word lawnmower. But we did buy a lawnmower, one that I could use while my husband was on deployment, because I struggle with the pull lawnmowers. I can't pull the string to turn them on. So we purchased a lawnmower that's electric, and lo and behold, I've used it twice and it's broken. So I'm going to pay somebody to mow all of this because it's just overgrown and now it's growing super fast. And then I'm going to sit and wait for them to get done with that while I continue just to do chores. So this is the little dude that I've been working on. I've shown him before in a previous video, but I just didn't really have anything that I was proud of, really. I kind of just felt like painting something, but I didn't really have anything that I was terribly enthusiastic about. So I just started painting him last night. Nothing special, but he just seemed like fun to paint. And again, I'm using my little pale Japanese watercolors, and I love these things. These are a different concoction than the other type of Japanese watercolor. Like, this is the Art Nouveau set that everybody loves so much. And I mean, I like these too, but the strength on these, they're like a liquid gouache, and I absolutely love it. And I wish that these came in, they do come in some more colors, come in like metallics and pearls and stuff. I want like another extensive set of these, more of these pale colors would be absolutely wonderful. And so I figured I'd just spend my day like painting him. I just like the colors. I did do a couple of other like similar sketches. This is the one that I did the last weekend. And I've got this guy here too. I just thought he was a little bit too similar, but I don't know. I kind of like his facial structure. I thought I'd do that in like pink with lots of like cupcakes and stuff. But yeah, again, I just thought it was gonna be too similar. So that's fine. Another thing that I had started was originally I wanted to make a video with these art dice because I thought this was so much fun. So I actually posted these on TikTok, and lo and behold, as soon as I did that, of course, nobody could find the dice anymore. And I went searching for them, and then I couldn't find them. I got these on Amazon, but I couldn't find them anymore. I was like, where did they go? So I did end up finding the company that had them, but now they say like out of stock, not available, item not available. So I don't know where they went, but I think it's such like a fun idea. So I was gonna do like a video where I created a piece using these art dice. And the first time I opened this and rolled it, I actually had a really good combination of dice. Like I was gonna do like, I don't remember what it said, but it was like stripes, and then it said something else, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, it would be so much fun to do like a zebra, right? But of course I hadn't filmed it when I had thrown those dice at that point in time. So I had thrown the dice again, and I was going to make a video of that, but I wasn't feeling very good, first of all. To tell you the truth, me and my husband caught some sort of a bug immediately after Easter, and both of us were feeling terrible. And so I was gonna do like an underwater turtle thing. Oh, maybe I can show you. So Oh, wait, little things. So anyway, I had come up with like a cute little underwater turtle sequence, and I actually think he's really cute. I would actually like to kind of paint that, but again, I thought it would be too similar to my last underwater piece that I had done, because I've already done like underwater this year. Yeah, I thought that would be kind of fun. So I might still go back and try to paint that because he just looks cute. Look how happy it is. It isn't exactly following the theme that the dice gave me, but the idea was still fun behind it. So funny story, the person who came to mow my lawn, I thought it was going to be like a teenager, maybe it was going to be like a tween girl who wanted some extra cash who was going to do my lawn. No, it was like, bless them, it was like a mom and like her two little kids, and they looked like they were maybe like 6 and 8. So now I'm all like, oh my gosh, I just did child labor. I don't know. Anyways, they did an okay job, and I tipped them really good, and they've gone and been on their way. But in the meantime, I was doing some shopping because I didn't know what else to do with strangers in my yard. I was doing some shopping, and I actually discovered this the other day. Holbein had posted on their Twitter, it was Twitter or Instagram, that they had a new watercolor set out, and it's a collaboration set with, and I've seen this artist before, the Yuko Higuchi. I've seen their stuff associated with Holbein before, but I guess that they had some sort of major collab set out, and I had no idea. Like, I never saw it promoted anywhere until the other day, and I still can't really find this set, but it's this, just a collab set. It's watercolor, and I was really kind of tempted to buy it. The style isn't exactly my style. I actually honestly think it looks kind of tacky looking almost. Look at it. And I like collaborations and unique things. This is on AliExpress. I even looked on like Japan's major art supply website, Sakaido, and I couldn't find it on there. But $115 for this set. When it goes to the larger sets, because I know it has like a big, how much is this? Is 24. They have a bigger set and it goes into the hundreds. I know that. But I'd be okay with like a 24 set. I just think still, I don't think these are exactly unique colors, because they'd probably still be duplicates to ones I already own. That's the only thing that's keeping me from getting it. But I do like the box art. Like, I kind of want that on my shelf. So I went and I had, oh, here's the big set right here. So, but they had like a big box set, because I've seen somebody post about it. And I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't I know about this? How did I not get the memo that this was a thing? Because I think it came with like a book and stuff. It's like almost like $400 US for this thing. Oh my goodness. But they have like some other things too that are kind of cute. They've got paint brushes. We've got, I'm kind of actually interested in this palette. I don't really like the style of the eye in the middle, but I do like all of these wells. Look at that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of something that I would want. So this is the official website, I guess. Oh, is that Collection of Works Special Edition? I'm so upset that I somehow like missed out on this, because I don't think it's available anymore, and I don't know why I haven't seen any promotions for it. Oh, this bag is actually kind of cute though. That looks like something an Alice in Wonderland person might like. Oh, look how fun that is. This is what I do all day. I just look for artist stuff and go shopping. We'll go back to AliExpress real quick, because I'm not going to purchase anything, but I do like to just kind of window shop. So I've been talking myself out of the supervision paints for like a long time. Again, I'm kind of interested in like pastel kind of colors, and with this new, the Japanese paint set that I have that I was just talking about, I like the muted colors too. So the supervision has these sets that are these kind of, I don't want to call them gray toned, but they're muted toned sets. And I've been trying to talk myself out of those for a long time. But I guess they have new ones too, where they're based off of the Great Artists series. Look, we're all about these days the Art Nouveau style. They have their own version of that. See, I really like the Monet colors, but I honestly feel like I would get more use out of these ones. But look how pretty those colors are. It's kind of pricey. That was like $50 each. I just can't do it right now. I've actually spent quite a bit of money on summer clothes because we're about to go to Las Vegas here soon for a weekend trip. So I was trying to save money for Las Vegas. But again, I just like to look. Only other thing that I'm kind of also still talking myself out of are these macaroon colored pencils. These are supposed to be kind of very similar, if not dupes of like the Holbein. And I keep telling myself no because I have the Holbein ones. Brutferner has the 72. And who can say no to 72? I only have 50. This one is a 72 set. So that's kind of new too. So I kind of want that as well. I don't know. It'll go on my wish list for some time in the future. Before I end this video, because I don't think I'm going to finish this video before I finish this illustration. If and when I finish this, I'll upload it to social media later. But I did want to talk about something that I keep seeing appearing on art forums a lot when people are asking about traditional media and what type of media they should begin with. And a lot of people, I keep seeing it where people say, you know, watercolor is for advanced artists only. Watercolor is the most difficult thing that you can use. And I don't necessarily think that that is true. There is at times a point where there's going to be a point of no return, but I actually feel like watercolor is pretty forgiving, and that's why I kept going back to it. So if you do make a mistake in watercolor, it isn't always something that's completely unfixable. I actually think it's kind of decently easy to fix. For one thing, if it is difficult to fix, there's always digitally. You can always fix something digitally, depending on what it is that it needs to be fixed. But for like simple errors, like say you accidentally overpainted a place you didn't mean to overpaint, so you got color on something that you didn't mean to. Watercolor is water soluble. You can erase using water. So say like this area here, I accidentally got blue on this little star guy here, and I can, to a point, I can erase that blue there using water and then just wiping it on a paper towel. That only works kind of like a little bit, but that's where mixed media comes in. You can try your best to erase an error with water, and then you can go over it again with the correct watercolor to get the visual look that you want. And then there's always things like colored pencils. You can try to color match and then color back over it with colored pencils. Or my other secret tool, my favorite thing in the world, are these Faber-Castell, the white artist pens. So these things are not perfectly opaque. They're decently opaque, but they're also just good color mimickers. If I apply this down, which I have outlined these little star characters here with this white, and the white, it kind of shows up vibrant at first, but then it kind of blends out, and then it blends in with the color surrounding it. So if you ever have an area where you accidentally colored in something, sometimes this white ink pen is kind of like a good little eraser. Like down here, I've used the white too, and it just kind of helps to color over a mistake. It only works kind of in like small areas, but it can work to highlight things. It can also just help kind of take away. And like I said, if all else fails, there's digital editing. So I wouldn't necessarily be afraid of watercolor because you think it isn't forgiving. You have other, watercolor is water soluble. You can use water soluble tools to assist you in fixing mistakes. That may or may not have helped anybody, but that's just how I do it. Don't be afraid of making mistakes in watercolor. Just allow, like down here I've got blue too. Just allow the watercolor to settle, and then you can always, to an extent, go back and fix things later. It's not the end of the world. But I think that's all that I'm going to do for right now, because that's kind of all that I have time for. And then I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you so much to whoever watched this far. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all your guys' help every time you guys suggest something. Mucho appreciated. Bye-bye.